Welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy VIII on the series JG, and I'm kind of regretting going up to 6 videos a weekend because I have found myself actually scrambling to get videos recorded in time for this weekend. Yeah, my next weekend we'll have recording time will be an infusion weekend, so I'm sometimes not in the best mood or mindset for playing the games. That being said, I'm really kind of stuck. I can't think of anything else we need to do in Act 3. I don't want to spoil it too much, but, well, there's going to be some pretty major changes as far as, like, there's a lot of stuff that you could do in Act 1 that could also stretch out to Act 2, but really needed to do Disc 1 that could also be done in Disc 2, needed to be done before Disc 3. There's plenty of things that you could do in Disc 2 or Disc 3. Not anything that involved visiting locations that are not accessible yet in Disc 1. Disc 4 is going to take away a lot. Once we go to Disc 4, there's a lot of stuff we won't be able to do. But I feel like we've done everything. I just kind of read a checklist. I'm not 100% sure we got every Timber Maniacs issue. But that's about it for things that, like, you know, we've got all the cards. We've done the silly bone quest. We've done everything that you can do with the Shumi Village. I think it's time for us to go to Act 4. So let's enter into the end of this missions. And thank you to whoever told me about this in the comments, because I really wasn't getting it, or I'd forgotten about it. I think I knew back in the day. Yeah, you can actually land this thing at Estar's air thingy-majigger. Or I thought you could. Maybe I don't know what I'm doing.
Is Cypher in there? Is he there of his own will? Then I guess we have no choice. And now it's up to us.
Well, it's going to be up to me, Renault, and Selfie. I'm not taking you guys along. I might take Kaidas, actually. You're fighting Cypher, right? Let's really give it to him. Whoa, Zell. You know where we're going? Sure. Seffi, let's go.
It's Selfie. I mean, I know it's not a very dignified name, but at least get it right.
Well, somebody was telling me you can land this thing, I thought you could land this thing in Estar City. Somebody was telling me you could. Save you time. You land at the, well, I don't know. Maybe you can't. I think I always just assumed that you weren't able to do that, and hold on. Okay, now I feel like I'm gonna waste a whole video doing this nonsense. So I was using the right button to try to land. I needed to confirm that. Yeah, somebody was telling me, oh yeah, you can land right in the... Oh, maybe this is it. Oh, okay. I'm pretty sure I've never done that before, actually. So it's kind of neat to know that it's possible, I suppose. Cool. So you can land at you can land here instead of navigating all of that stuff. Didn't know that. Okay. All right. So it's cool that you can do that, but it doesn't matter anymore because we're kind of done with Estar for the rest of the game. We need to go to the Lunatic Pandora, and the events there are going to trigger the end of the act. And I mean, the idea is we're going to go in there and do something, and we're trying to trigger Sorcerer's Ultimecia to activate time compression, but we're specifically planning to be ready so that we can vault to the future to fight her. So that's the plan. We'll see what actually happens when we fly into Lunatic Pandora. Here we go. Let's bust in there.
Shut up, Zell. You know that co-pilot station is deactivated, right? I mean, it's deactivated, right? I forgot to make Selfie talk slightly higher than everyone else. I wonder if we can get through.
Yeah, don't you worry your pretty little head about it. He didn't actually say that, but
Are the machine guns and main cannon ready?
I didn't know we had those. Why haven't we been using those against monsters?
Ready. Let's just fire like crazy and make a big hole. Boom!
It's not the wrong idea at this point. It's a very selfie approach. Shields.
We lost shields. Woohoo!
I didn't know we had shields. Oh, it has shields. That's what they're talking about. All these cool special weapons we have at our disposal only in the cinematics. We have the in-game model of Renoa goofing around while pre-rendered stuff happens. I tell you what, the in-game models in Final Fantasy VIII are less impressive, obviously, than several generations later with the models in Spirit of Sonata. But their ability to actually do things, other than a handful of poses in these cinematics, I mean, I'm obsessed with how horrible the most of the cinematics in Spirit of Sonata are, where everyone just stands there in like one or two default poses. They have very little ability to just like, you know, this character hands something to somebody else. They have no way to do that. They do not do that at all. They just make everyone stand there. We sure made a huge mess. Let's get in there.
Ready to take off?
No, we want to go in there, right? I guess we can still back out. I'm guessing this door's open because it's relevant. Perhaps not. Okay, so again, this is not the first time this has ever happened in this game. I don't know what to do. And it's like, okay, I know what the big plot... Somebody made fun of me for running in the wrong direction when Alone ran off from the space station. Like, whatever, there's a whole direction we hadn't explored that seemed like it was where you're supposed to go. But I also remember after defeating those paralyzing lizard monsters, there was a freaking hatch that I didn't notice, and running around back and forth trying to figure out where the game actually wanted us to go. It's nice to have a full life point on this ship, actually. I haven't looked at everybody's stats in a minute. If everyone's properly junctioned, yeah, like stats in the 200s for just about everything. And magic is like the worst stat for a lot of these guys. Interesting. You've got auto haste, which is interfering somewhat with your ability to have super cool magic stuff going on. You've got move find, which can probably go away. Cheating, I suppose, in a sense, but I checked ahead on the fact just to see the next few bosses we fight, whether you want to mug them or not. And that never actually hurts either. Though I think having best magic ever might be better. Actually, give her... If she can't have it, she should get vitality, yeah. She doesn't have a spirit up one. But yeah, like, there's bosses coming up where we definitely want to have Mug, and there's bosses coming up where we don't care about Mug at all. Oh, Ribbon is damn useful. Should everybody get Ribbon? I should have looked into that. Although, actually, is Ribbon even worth a slot when we're protected against so many bad status ailments? I guess having somebody with Ribbon is not a bad idea. This feels like we should be leaving the front of the spaceship somehow. Here we go. I knew there was a way out. I was like, I don't think we wanted to tell Selphie to take off again. I think that was going to, like, just lead us away. So, I'm not really looking at a fact right now. Big sound this way, it's probably them, you know?
Them? No, impossible.
That voice.
That voice. Where have I heard that voice?
I don't know, Rookie. Ah, it is Squall, you know?
Shock. Good. Convenient.
That's right, hand over Renoa, you know? No, I'll never hand over Renoa. And Renoa's like, yay! My knight in shining armor, he's not gonna hand me over to random weirdos. And we're taking a loan. We're never gonna hand over alone, you know? I mean, I won't let you resurrect Adele either. You're greedy, you know? Not fair, you know?
Persuasion. Useless. Seize.
She's right, you know? Let's go. You know? I know. See, like I said, you know? ... Oh, I hope I gave whoever... Nah, crap, I didn't do what I meant to do, which was to have... I meant to have whoever had Doom Train have Anyway, this fight won't be too difficult because they've got spells like full cure to junction. I mean, for us to draw and cast on ourselves, so this shouldn't be a big deal. But what I was going to make sure I did was set it up so that I could cast Doom Train, which would render them basically harmless. And I did not bother to get that set up correctly. Let me get rid of Moogle for Squall. It's like a rare thing I never got to see on PS1, but I don't think it's really all that useful. Raijin works with Fujin and Cypher. Still relies on his strength, but can now use support magic as well. And these guys, we don't care about mugging. We just want to beat them because their item drops are better than what you can mug from them. And neither of them have the spell, so we would have to cast it from our own stock to get rid of their cool stuff, but we could consider it anyway. Assisting Cypher inside Lunatic Pandora uses support magic as well as attack magic. Weak against poison, absorbs wind. Whatever. I just wanted to read their bios here. Moogle Dance. Oops. So yeah, this fact that this was in the game, but you could only get it through a side mission that wasn't made available in the US just makes me feel like I want to see it in action, even if it's... Oh, GF recovered hit points. Who the fuck cares? Alright. Time to start beating their asses.
Decision. Destroy. Help Cypher.
Okay, well... Oh, Meteor, huh? Okay, she's not kidding around. I mean, we have ludicrously high stats, so that was pathetic, but it should have been devastating. Not exactly like Tell All the Mage with Meteo. So just beat him up. Sanratsuken! 9 damage, wow. Wow. No wonder Cypher fears you. You know? Yeah, just while reading about whether or not to mug them, I caught a little of saying that he could be dangerous. I lost, again, you know, if he casts Aura on himself and is hasted, but he never lasts long enough to do that. She's going to cast Regen, which will make her last at approximately 2 seconds longer than she would have.
Callus.
No, actually, it didn't make any difference. It didn't. She didn't have it equipped long enough for it to give her any life. We got 3 strength ups, which was the item drop for Raijin, and a Mega Elixir, which is the item drop for Fujin. I think we could have gotten, if we were really lucky, like more strength up drops than that. Like they get ranges from like 2 to 5 or something. But the point is, you don't want to mug them, because if you mug them, you get something much less cool. Retreat temporary. Right, we're not through yet, you know. We'll be in the ending scene. So, who got Doom Train? I think you got Doom Train, yeah. So let's definitely get rid of Minimog, because it's cute and all, but it's stupid. You have item. Honestly, we haven't seen many of the there's a bunch of GFs that we haven't seen in action yet that I want to make sure show up at least once, but it's kind of dangerous to have nobody have item. So we'll have Renoa at some point show off. We've probably seen Quetzalcoatl. I don't know if we've seen Bahamut, Cerberus, or Cactuar being summoned, so we can summon them for funsies. I think we summoned Cerberus on screen. It just casts triple on you, which, again, I'm obsessed with maintaining a stock of 100 of magics so that you always have the you've always got the best possible stats. Alright, anyway, let's continue along here. I don't have no encounters on, in part because easy fights would be a good way for us to see some of our... Oh, Biggs and Wedge are still around. It's kind of nice that they're still with us.
Why the heck do I have to take orders from some kid?
That's a good question. I know people have chatted about it a bit in the comments, but why in the world is Cypher in charge? If the Sorceress is gone... I know President Delling is dead, but shouldn't, like, Renoa's father or Martine or any of the other, like, political figures who were powerful in Galbadia before the Sorceress showed up, shouldn't they be able to overthrow, like, the 18-year-old kid who, like, has no legitimate control over the military? Well, he is our superior.
Don't you think I know that? I chose the wrong career, being ordered around by some punk.
That's pretty funny. Then why don't you quit and find another career, sir? Just kidding, sir.
You're right. You were just kidding. You're absolutely right. I quit. Wedge, let's go home and have a drink.
Oh, what? Me too?
Of course. Now come on.
I get to give you orders. Even when I quit the military, I'm still your commander. But... What about our salary?
Why didn't I think of this sooner?
Well, we just got a salary payment as they were talking about salaries. Very interesting, but stupid. So we need to get a save going, and I'm going to want to make sure I hold on to a save before we get past the point of no return, which is coming up quickly. Because I may come up with something that I really want to do that I forgot about. I'm not expecting to find anything here. We already went through and cleared out this dungeon as Zell, Idea, and was it Irvine? I don't remember. And we got to the boss. We got to the next main boss, and it just knocks you out of the Lunatic Pandora, and you automatically don't finish. But let's go with Bahamut on you guys. This is an enemy party that can be kind of dangerous in the sense they cast some pretty nasty spells if you're not like immune to stuff because of magic, like pain, which all of our characters currently are. Now I don't get to watch the cool cinematics because I'm trying to not press the button at the wrong time. But yeah, I don't think we've ever shown Bahamut on screen before, so this should be fun. Kind of flying around, ready to murder. I'm really doing it. And I still screwed it up. I was doing it super slow. It doesn't matter. These guys should fall easily to bomb it, but since we'd never shown it on screen before, I thought I should show it off at least once. If they survived Mega Flare, even though I did a poor job of the button inputs, I'll feel pretty silly. And they do all, in fact, fall to Mega Flare. Well, I actually never bothered to get Kaitis healed up after I put her in the party. Well, hold on. I'm pretty sure... Pretty sure I ought to be able to get some, oh, those are the spells. Life recovery magic. Can I get... Yeah, it's actually... Oh, you can't use because you're not in the party. Actually, I don't even think I need to make more of it. I think she can probably steal it from... Well, doesn't one of the mules have Hiraga? Maybe not. No, he's got Hiraga. And it's not junctioned to anything anyway, so I really shouldn't be obsessed with maintaining 100 stock of it, but you never know. So we're going to wander around here for a while because I didn't bother to keep the FAQ open, which means I don't know the correct path. The behemoth. I don't know, we're doing a little sexy pose there. Oh, and it's on Ratsuken, so it doesn't really matter. Her sexy pose was for naught. I mean, her sexy pose was still sexy, I suppose. Yeah, I thought I would use wizard stones because we had 100 of them, but it just doesn't matter. I wonder who's got the lowest overall strength. Problem is, I can't tell with some of these characters that they have stuff junctioned. 164, 157. Oh, Selfie's pretty low. So she had like nothing junctioned at all. Should be at 249. Really? Oh, she's also got bonus. Ah, crap. There's just I'd have to actually figure it out. I might mess with that later. One of the girls almost certainly has the low, and yeah, I call them girls. I can call the boys boys. I'm a grown adult. They're all supposed to be teenagers. Okay, well that was the wrong way to go. But yeah, one of the girls almost certainly has the lowest strength. Looks like it's Selfie. Might be Renoa. I'm just trying to figure out who to give these 3 strength ups we got to. And again, I could be... There's more stat manipulation stuff I could... Well, okay. So, doing it wrong here, apparently. Going around in circles. zipping around the place. I don't know why there's behemoths here, but... Actually, I'm not sure why any of the monsters that are here. Well, there's a turtipod that we got the upskirt shot of there. That's great. Alright, so we saw Obama. Now it's time for Cactuar to be seeing action. In this one, there's no square button I need to be mashing. And that's enough to kill a turtipod. Wizard Stone has a knob on the end. No, there's all sorts of ways we could go. Let's try going up the tunnel. Then we can go down the stairs. If this doesn't lead us to the next big battle. A single imp. I want to use up yours first. We'll see Cerberus. I don't think that'll finish the fight. Then we can do Quetzalcoatl, which, again, I think we've seen both of them on screen, but just not positive. Well, maybe he does damage and gives us triple. It says corner rockets. It just gives us double and triple. Alright, well, we'll show off Quetzalcoatl. Luckily, this is not one of those imps from Final Fantasy 2/5 or whatever the hell it is in Japanese. The trickster who scans himself, says he's weak to lightning, and then if you cast lightning on him, becomes dangerous. Found an X potion. That's nice. Quetzalcoatl ought to be enough, even if it's not bomb at power. By the way, that meter can get up to 250 if you know what you're doing. It's easier with some summons than others because they have long animations to give you plenty of time. I was about to say, for a second I thought that wasn't even enough. But anyway, we've now seen all of the summons that is equipped on Rinoa is equipped. Which means that I can switch her off of GF and give her item. This is like end of the game inventory here. It's like, have we seen all the GF summons on screen? Not positive. Let's just use them all against generics while we can't even go anywhere now? Come on. Okay, I'm gonna turn off encounters for a minute and play with it. Yeah. Never mind, we can't. Apparently that's just shut. This is a big waste of time. Ooh. Wow. Okay. That's naughty. Not confused about what was going on there. I'll tell you. Ooh. Ugh, guys are a pain in the ass. What we got here? Ifrit, Pandemonia. I don't remember what Pandemonia does, but let's find out. Might want to give you Doom Train just for the hell of it. Oh, we also got Eden to show off. You took off a hit point, you son of a bitch. Tornado Zone. Okay, this would be the wind elemental, I suppose. Going for Brock Lesnar's finisher, the F5. just about to lose what little progress I'd made on that meter. Oh, that was enough to kill him, so we didn't get to see Eden this time. Oh, well. We got more wizard stones that we don't need. It's a pattern with us, folks. Anyway, that's it for this video. We're just kind of wandering around Lunatic Pandora, showing off the GF summons, and get ready for the end of the game. When we come back next time, hopefully we will find the boss of this area and be able to progress. See you then.